Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode, our final episode, I
Final
believe.
episode.
It is, right?
It's been a long year. It's been a great
time
one.
flies.
Michelle.
Of Beach Boss. In case you guys haven't been around the entire year, I'm Michelle Yu, your co-host. I'm joined by the founder and managing partner of the Little Red Feather Racing Club, also the reigning Beach Boss Supreme, Mr. Billy Koch. Billy, I literally can't believe this is like our last episode.
It's been a lot of fun. I will surely miss it. We look forward to next July when we're back on. And yeah, I will not win the fall though. I don't think I can win the fall unless I
mean, you
go.
can pull it out today.
My bet
No?
is not going to pull it out. I probably should have. I should have thought of that, but we were watching USA Soccer at 7 a.m. this morning, so I think it affected my brain.
So wait, are you telling me that you only made your handicapping pick this morning and not
I
like
worked it all out last night, and then just this morning I said, you know what, this is what I have to do. It was like the race were calling me. Yeah, but we got a great guest.
We do. I thought you were going to introduce. He's like your best friend. You have to introduce him.
You know, he's not my best friend, but he is a very good friend. Some of my best friends are here at my house right now. I want everybody to know that. But the guy we're bringing on is Larry Collmus. He is the best announcer in the business. He is the voice of the Triple Crown. He is the voice of the Breeders' Cup. And you know what? He's our voice. Welcome, Larry.
Hi, Larry.
Hello, Michelle. Hello, Todd and Chio behind Billy there. They can't see them, but those are the best friends he's talking about. We were all watching soccer earlier today. Unfortunately, didn't work out too well for USA, but it's great to be
here. Did USA lose?
Yeah, we lost.
Ooh.
3-1.
Larry, are you a big soccer guy?
Not really, but I mean,
he just wanted to hang out with you, Billy.
I'm an American, so I got to root for USA, right? The chants were good. We had good chants going.
You're like a baseball guy, right? That's your thing?
Red Sox, yeah. Red Sox guy.
I like horse racing myself.
Horse racing's good. I watch it now and again.
All right.
Larry,
so
how has the fall meet been? Real quick. Just give us, you're here for the fall. We appreciate it. We look forward to when you are the full-time announcer at Del Mar, which hopefully will be soon. We're looking forward to that. But tell us about the fall meet.
There's 2 words for the fall meet. Too fast.
Yeah.
I just get here and they're like, okay, you have to leave. It's over. And there's not a whole lot of days, but have a blast up here. How many announcers booths? Well, I can name them. There's 2, Del Mar and Golden Gate, where you can look at the Pacific Ocean from the announcers booth. It's pretty cool. And it's just the quality of racing obviously is there, especially this weekend. The people here at Del Mar are great to work with. You and I and Bill Strauss and all, we have so much fun together. We're out a bunch of nights and having a good time, and you can't beat this place. It's really.
I love Del Mar Fall. I complain about Del Mar Summer constantly. I personally love Del Mar Fall.
Right, there's not as many people around, right? So it's a little different. I'm not around in the summer to know the huge difference, but I could tell it's more low key here in the fall.
It's the best atmosphere during the fall.
Great atmosphere. Michelle, what does Larry probably knows about Beach Boss, but a lot of other people might not know. I'm sorry for stumbling my words. That might have been the second bloody I had this morning.
I was going to say, how many cocktails have you had this morning?
Yeah, we had 3 at least.
I like it. Okay, so if you guys have not played Beach Boss before, basically myself and Billy come on every single week, and then we bring in a guest. We get $100 mythical wager, and we get to place a win, place, or show bet on the race of someone's choosing. I'm not entirely sure who makes up the race that we do, but if you want to play, you can play at home for free, dmtc.com/handicapping/challenge. Now, this week's race, I think, is such a good one, and it is the Hollywood Derby for today, Saturday. It is a grade 1 event for 3-year-old boys going 9 furlongs on the grass, and I think it's such a good race. When I was trying to put together who was going to show up, I'm like, okay, there's going to be like 3 horses, because I couldn't think of a lot. All of a sudden, here comes the East Coast shippers, and here comes Handy Dandy back, and here comes all the West Coast horses that like have been hiding in the woodwork. So overall, I think a really contentious event.
We should let people know, Michelle, there is a scratch. War at Sea is scratched, will not go. So
good to note.
Yeah, let's do that before we get into it. And we're going to let's have Larry go first.
Yes, Larry's going to go first.
All right, Larry, who do you like and why?
All right. Well, first of all, it is a fantastic race. I mean, it
Mhm.
is deep. I kept switching my opinion over and over, and I think one of the things that's going to be the key to this race is a lack of pace. To me, the best horses in here come from behind and are closers, and I think that's a disadvantage for Wit, who's
Hmm.
going to be the favorite in this race coming in from the East Coast. I think he's probably the best horse in this race, but I think the race is going to set up for a horse that's going to be close early, and I think that that's going to be Handy Dandy.
Hmm.
He loves this turf course. He has won uh, 3 times out of 5 starts, and the race that he had in the Twilight Derby, I watched the replay of that. He just had all kinds of trouble. I mean, he had no shot. He was shut off at the top of the stretch, shut off in mid stretch, finished well in there. So I mean, he's in great form. I think the price will be right on him. I mean, I don't know what we'll get, maybe 5, 6 to 1, but that's where I'm going to go. 50 to win in place on Handy Dandy, hoping that the pace is not fast enough for Wit to make that late bid as the favorite.
I like
Interesting.
it. I like
Yeah,
it. Handy
good.
dandy,
That's
wheeling
one of
back.
the best analysis we've had, Michelle, from a guest, where they
Yeah,
actually break down the race. There was a lot of
really, we don't
insight.
wanna break down the race,
Well, yes.
analyze the race.
Too bad that Larry's wrong. That's the only thing. Because here's the thing: Wit is the logical horse in here. He's so much faster than
Are
everybody
you
else.
gonna go the favorite?
$100 to win on Wit. And here's
No
why.
way.
Yes, I needed to make a big play. I don't think he's going to get hammered like a lot of horses that have come west from the east. He's so much faster than everybody else. That race at Keeneland, he needed the race. He hadn't been out since August, ran a monster race. And Larry, I mean, he made the lead pretty much at the top of the lane, but then was run down by a horse named Balnikov. We're very familiar with Balnikov, who is waiting for the Mathis brothers mile on opening day. That's why he skipped this race. I think Wit is by far the best horse in this race. I think there's a guy riding him. I can't pronounce his name. Larry, do you know how to pronounce his name?
I think it's Pratt.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's Pratt.
Yeah.
And he knows where to put this horse. He has an outside draw, but he's going to get over. He's going to try to save ground. He'll be mid-pack. Even if he's too wide around that first turn, that's fine. And I like Wit to run these horses down. And actually, I'm going to say win easily.
Wow.
Ooh,
I
all
mean,
right.
he is the best horse. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
I think if we were going a mile, he'd be the best, but are we convinced he wants to go 9 furries?
Oh, that's a good point, Michelle. I like your style, but yes, I am convinced. Todd Pletcher, he's not the type of guy who just sends willy-nilly horses out here. He's sending them out to win. We had Mike Rapoli on our show recently, the owner's box, which was phenomenal. I was just super impressed with Rapoli and everything he had to say. And
you were able to get Rapoli to talk?
Yes,
yeah,
right?
No, it's rare, right? Yeah, no, it was rare, but he did a great job. Michelle, where are you going?
Okay, so I'm going to go a completely different direction than both of you guys. I'm doing $90 to win on Celestial City. So I'm also going with a shipper. This one for Shug McGahee. He brings in back-to-back wins, including besting Olders against allowance foes 2 starts back, and he's won at 9 furlongs. He won the Hill Prince at Belmont at Aqueduct. And I think that he's a horse that could lay a little bit closer if the pace doesn't develop, but he's also going to have a nice kick. We've seen some horses coming from off the pace recently, so I want to put most of my money on Celestial City. But I like this little maiden over here, Spy Catcher. I've made some money off of him because he's been knocking on the door, and he's still a maiden. But he's run 3rd in Let It Ride. He ran 2nd in the Del Mar Derby, so he's got a little bit of class to lean on. I don't think he can win here, but I certainly think he can round out an exacta, and he's a big price. He's 12 to 1 on the morning line, so as like a little bit of a saver in case he jumps up there, I wanted to throw a couple bucks on him too.
We talked to Mark Glatt this morning, actually, when we caught up about Spy Catcher. I said, how about just running him in a maiden race? He said, it just hasn't worked out, and he wants the extra distance. They were planning to run him in a maiden race at 1 1/8 miles at Santa Anita. The race didn't fill. That's why he ended up in the Let It Ride, because it had more space between that race and the Hollywood Derby. So that was Glatt's reasoning here. And obviously, Curatola knows this horse well. Michelle, I like your pick. I like the shippers. I think the shippers have an advantage in here. So we just have to take it to Larry.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, Spy Catcher, an interesting thing about that, I was trying to think, is a horse breaking his maiden in a grade 1, is that possible? Then I thought of Good Magic did it in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, so it can be done. Maidens can win Grade 1s.
Absolutely. Great.
And he'll have a good forwardly placed trip. Like you mentioned, with the lack of speed in here, he'll be the horse that gets first go. Is Evan Harlan going to be the pace setter?
I would say maybe.
Or is he too slow?
He's not fast. There's not a ton of speed in here.
Yeah.
Will be up close. Evan Harlan, maybe Speaking Scout from his outside post will want to get in. I don't think Pratt's going to be too far away with Witt. I think you guys are going to be shocked when you see where he ends up in this particular spot. I want to thank Larry while we have him here for Collmus Called for Karma, which is a new thing we brought in for the Del Mar Fall Meet. You can pay $100. It's one race a day. It's over now, but tomorrow is your last chance. Larry, go.
We have openings tomorrow. So
great.
If you haven't done this yet, you get to come upstairs, hang out, watch a race, just I show you how I prepare for the race, the whole thing. All the money goes to Karma, and we have 6 openings tomorrow. We're good today, but tomorrow, if you get a chance, sign up and come on out to Del Mar. It's a fun time.
Well, if no one signs up, Billy is going to do it, and he's going to take 5 random people with him.
I will do that. If no one signs up, we'll talk tomorrow. I want to also thank you. Michelle and I had Cody's father from the Cody's Kelly Dorman on the owner's box. And a lot of people don't know this, but after Cody's Wish won, Larry Collmus sent his little card that he uses for the race to prepare, and he sent it to Cody with a little note. And Larry, I don't know if you even know how amazing that was, but his dad came on and just sung your praises. So we appreciate it.
How much that meant to them.
I didn't even know if they got it or not. That is so cool to hear, because to me, that's the story of the year. And, I couldn't watch that segment right before the race because I would have been lost. No, just
you're not the only one.
Out. I mean, Cody's the man, and man, what a race and what a horse. The way he reacts around Cody is it just tells you how special these horses are, and that's why you should give money to Karma.
I'll give you a little insight into our show. I don't know if you know this, but they had been following Cody's Wish, and he had been knocking on the door to break his maiden. And Cody told his dad, he's waiting till I'm there for him to win. And then he went to Churchill and he won.
Larry, as a race caller, we talk about this all the time, but like that call, this one's for you, Cody, very memorable call. Is that something you were prepared for, or do you prepare certain calls? I know you and I talked about Flightline a little bit before he won, but
I do prepare some calls. I don't want to say script, but you get an idea what you want to say if a certain situation comes up. That one was totally off the cuff.
Awesome.
It was just seemed like it was perfect because I knew as soon as they hit the wire that, it's obvious they were going to show Cody, in the winner's circle. And I just got it to him right at that time. And it was like, perfect,
that was great.
Just
memorable call.
Super, an unbelievable performance. The other story about Cody, it was Junior Alvarado was telling the jockey after the horse won a race at Churchill, they went to take the winner's circle picture. And Cody's Wish would not do it. He refused to get his picture taken until they took him over to Cody, and he like put his nose in Cody's lap, and then he's like, okay, now I do it. Cody first, picture second.
That's so wild. Our horses are amazing. Well, hopefully we'll have some amazing races at Del Mar, including the Hollywood Derby today. Michelle, what else is cooking at Del Mar that we need to pitch?
Well, obviously it is closing weekend. So just reiterate that Collmus Calls for Karma. There was a cancellation. So there are tickets for the one race tomorrow. So if you're coming for closing day and looking to do something that's a nice charitable donation and also a once of a lifetime experience, certainly head over to dmtc.com to do that and just come out. That's all that's going on. You guys got to come out. It is closing weekend. Today and tomorrow are our final days. You won't get another fix of Del Mar until summer next year. So if you are in the vicinity and you're looking for some fun, 10 of 10 recommend making your way out to the Del Mar Thoroughbred Club.
10 of 10. Thank you, Larry. Thanks for joining us. Michelle, I hope to see you very soon.
Bye.
See you all.
Everybody. Enjoy.